Hello students, in this video we are going to revise our first chapter. The chapter name is Crop Production and Management, Class 8, Subject Science. So in this revision we are going to solve exemplar book of first chapter, and before starting this revision let me recall what we had learned in this chapter. So we had seen that in order to provide food to our growing population, what are the requirements? So we had seen regular production, proper management and distribution of food is necessary to provide the food to our population, growing population. Then we had seen what is crop. So when plants of the same kind are grown and cultivated at one place on a large scale, then it is known as the crop. And we had seen different types of crop, that is kharif crop and rabi crop. So the crops grown in the rainy season are called kharif crops, and the examples of these kharif crops are paddy and maize. Then we had seen what is rabi crops. So the crops grown in the winter season are called rabi crops, and the example of these rabi crops are wheat and gram. Then we had seen different steps in crop production or basic practice of crop production. So in that, first is preparation of soil, then after sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting and storage. These are the steps for the crop production. The preparation of the soil is the first step before growing the crop, and the process of loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or ploughing, and this is done by using a plough. Then after we had seen another tool, agricultural tool, that is hoe. So hoe is a simple tool which is used for removing weeds and for loosening the soil, and nowadays ploughing is done by a tractor driven cultivator. Then after, next step is sowing. So it is the most important part of the crop production, and before sowing good quality seeds are selected. The tool used traditionally for sowing is funnel shape, and it is called seeder. And nowadays seed drill is used for sowing with the help of tractors. So that is the modern tool for the agricultural practice. And for the healthy growth of the plants, mineral nutrients are required, and this can be supplied by the manure or fertilizers. So now what is manure and fertilizers? So manure is an organic substance obtained from the decomposition of plants and animal waste. And fertilizers are the chemical substance. Example of that is urea, ammonium sulfate, sulfur phosphate, superphosphate, potash or NPK. NPK is nitrogen, potassium and phosphorus. Then after we had seen irrigation. Next step. So the supply of water to crops at appropriate interval is called irrigation. And then we had seen different sources of irrigation. So wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals are the different sources of irrigation, and different traditional methods for irrigation, in that mode, chain pump, Tekli and Rahat system we had seen. And in modern methods of irrigation we had seen sprinkler system and drip irrigation system. Then after we had seen weeds. What is weeds? So in a field many other undesirable plants may grow naturally along with the crop, and that are known as the weeds. And a simple tool called khurpi is used for the removal of the weeds, and weeds are also controlled by using certain chemicals, that is known as the weedicides. An example of that is 2,4-D. 2,4-D, the full form of this we had already seen, that is 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. It is the weedicide which is used to remove the weeds from the field. Then we had seen about harvesting. So the cutting of crop after it is mature is called harvesting. And in our country harvesting is done manually, or you can say by hand, using the tool which is known as the sickle, or by a machine. The machine is known as the harvester. the grain seeds are separated from the chaff from harvested crop. That process is known as the threshing, and this process can be done by thresher. Then after we had seen the last stage of this crop production, that is storage. So storage of crop grains is an important task. If the crop grains are to be kept for longer time, they should be protected from moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. And large scale storage of grains is done in silos and granaries. We had already seen what is silos and granaries. So silos is the big metallic container which is used to store the grain, and granaries is also like a storehouse, or you can say a room, storeroom, in which the grain is stored, and it is usually built above the ground level to prevent the grain or to protect the grain from the moisture, insects, rats and microorganisms. Then we had seen about animal husbandry. So animals rear on a large scale by providing proper food, shelters and care is called animal husbandry. So this is what we had seen in the first chapter. So now let me start the solution of exemplar book. In this first question is multiple choice questions, or choose the correct answer. So here the first question is given to you. Which one of the following condition is not essential to grow maize? So the options are given to you, that is high temperature, humidity, low temperature or rainfall. So here your answer is option C, low temperature. Why? So maize is the kharif crop and it requires high temperature, rainfall and humidity to grow, and while rabi crops require low temperature for their growth. So maize is the kharif crop, so it does not require low temperature. So here your answer is option C. Next is propagation of ginger is generally done using, or you can say you can grow ginger using, the options are seed, stem, or you can say stem is also known as rhizome, root or leaf. So here your answer is option B, stem. The ginger is the modified underground stem. It is a kind of stem and which is propagated, or you can grow by stem, and you can cultivate or grow this crop with the use of this stem, and it does not grow by the roots, leaves or seeds. So you should have to grow this ginger using these stems. Next, third, which of the following statement is not true for organic manure? The sentence are given to you. First in that is, it enhances water holding capacity of soil. Next is, it has a balance of all plant nutrients. Next option is, it provides humus to soil. And last is, it improves texture of soil. So here your answer is option B, it has a balance of all plant nutrients. This is not true for the organic manure, as the organic manures are obtained from the decomposition of plant and animal waste, and that are rich in nutrients and humus. But all nutrients might not be present in the proportionate or equal amount of in this organic manure. Thus, it will not solve the problem if the soil is particularly deficient or lacking in one or more specific nutrients. So it does not have the balance of all plant nutrients. So here your answer is option B. Next is, the term used for the process for separation of grains from chaff is, so options are given to you, that is sieving, winnowing, threshing and hand picking. So here your answer is threshing. The term used for process of separation of grains from the chaff is known as the threshing. In this process we are separating the edible part, or you can say grain, by loosening and by removing the inedible chaff that you cannot eat, which is surrounding the grain. And this process utilizes a machine which is known as the combine. that we had already seen, and which is the combination of harvester and a thresher. So this is the threshing. Now next, fifth number. Read these statements given below. These statements are: seeds require moisture for germination. Next, second number is: plants can absorb nutrients mostly in dissolved form. Irrigation protects crop from both frost and hot air currents. Hot air currents means hot air which is blowing, and frost, that means ice, dry ice. And next sentence is: irrigation improves soil texture. So now choose the combination of statements which indicates the need to irrigate crop. Why we are irrigating crops? Which are the true statements or statements related to this? So different options are given to you. Here your answer is option A. First and second sentence or statements indicates the need to irrigate the crops. Irrigation is the supply of water to crops at the regular interval, as the water or moisture is necessary for the seed germination. So that's why first sentence is connected to it, and growth and the other physical processes. And moreover, the plants readily absorb nutrients which are dissolved in the dissolved form along with the water through the root hairs of the roots. And it does not protect crops from the frost and hot air currents, and manure is required, or manure improves the soil texture. Irrigation does not improve the soil texture. So first and second statements are indicates the need to irrigate the crops. So here your answer is option A. Next, sixth number MCQ. Which of the following tool would a farmer use to remove weeds from the field? The options are given to you, that is hoe, plough, axe and cultivator. So your answer is option A, hoe. Hoe is a simple tool used for removing weeds from the field and loosening the soil, and it works like a blade which is pulled by the animal in the field. And plough is used for tilling the soil, axe is used for cutting the trees, and cultivator is another tool that is used for ploughing. So here your answer is option A, hoe. Next, seventh number. Which of the following is not true for fertilizers? The options are given to you, that is: they increases the yield, their excessive use disturbs the balance of nutrients in soil. Next, C number, they are generally used in small quantity, and last option, they are environment friendly. So here your answer is option D. It is not true for the fertilizers, as the fertilizers are not environment friendly, as they are chemical substances which are rich in particular nutrients. Though they increase the crop yield, the repeated and excessive use of these fertilizers in the same field, they reduces the soil fertility, and it is also pollute the water bodies, as they dissolve in the water and washed by the rain. So that is dangerous for the human as well as water tables, that means underground water. If the human contains or take this kind of water, then it is dangerous for the human also. So here the last option is false. Next, 8 number. Given below are the statements about the harmful effects of weeds on crop plant. These statements are given to you. They are interfere in harvesting. They help crop plants to grow healthily. Next is they compete with crop plants for water, nutrients, space and light. And last one is they affect plant growth. Now choose the correct combination of statements, which is the correct for the weeds. So here your answer is first number A. First, third and fourth statements are correctly suggesting the harmful effects of weeds. That weeds are the undesirable plants that grow along with the main crop. And removal of weeds is necessary because they interfere and affect the major crop's growth by the competing for the light, water, nutrients and space. and they also interfere during the harvesting or cutting procedure, and which do not help in healthy growth of crop plants. So here your answer is option A. Next, 9th number, the process of loosening and turning of the soil is called, the options are given to you, that is irrigation and manuring, digging and winnowing, tilling and ploughing, harvesting and storage. So here your answer is option C, tilling and ploughing. The process of loosening and turning of soil is known as the tilling and ploughing. It is the first step in the preparation of soil for the cultivation of crop, and the ploughing is done using a plough which is made up of iron or wood. So here your answer is option C, tilling and ploughing. Next is the monsoon season in our country is during the months. In which month in our country monsoon season is there? So the options are given to you, that is April to December, June, November to March, and January to May. So here our answer is option B, June to September. The monsoon season in India is during this month, that is June to September, and the crops grown in this season are called Kharif crop. An example of this kind of crops is paddy, maize, cotton, etc. And the Kharif crops sown in this June are harvested or cutting process is done towards the end of the rainy season, that is in the month of October or November. So here your answer is June to September. Next, 11th number, the system of irrigation wherein water is supplied drop by drop near the roots of the plants is called, the options given to you is pulley system, drip system, sprinkler system, or lever system. So here your answer is drip system, option B. Drip system is the method of irrigation which conserves water and avoids the wastage of water, and is made to fall drop by drop at the position of roots, near the roots, and it is the best technique for the watering fruit plants, trees, and gardens. And sprinkler system is also a modern method of irrigation, and that efficiently uses water in the form of sprinklers, and it is used for uneven land, while pulley and lever system are traditional method for irrigation where a lot of water is wasted. This we had already seen in the explanation of this chapter. Now next is very short answer questions in that 12 number. So we will see this question answer with the answers. So 12 number is, pick out the odd one from the following words given in the box and give reasons for it. The words given to you are plough, seed drill, hoe, chain pump, and sickle. So here your answer is seed drill. Seed drill is the odd one in the above given set of the tools, as it is the modern agricultural tool used to sow the seeds at the uniform distance and to properly cover them with the soil. So seed drill is the odd one out. The rest of the tools, that is plough, hoe, chain pump, and sickle, that are the traditional tools which are used for the agricultural practices. Here it is given to you that rest of the tools, that is plough, which is used for tilling and turning the soil or loosening the soil, then hoe, which is used for removal of weeds and loosening of soil, chain pump, which is used for irrigation, and sickle, that is used for removing weeds. So these all are the traditional implements, or you can say tools, which are used in agricultural. So this is the answer. Seed drill is the odd one out from the given set. Now next 13 number is, if you are given a dry piece of land for cultivation, if you are given a piece of land to grow the crop, then what will you do before sowing the seeds? So here the answer is given to you. If the field is dry for the cultivation of crop, the field or the land which is given to you is dry. If it is dry, the soil preparation is done accordingly before sowing of the crops. You have to prepare the soil before growing the crops. In that, preparation of dry soil includes adequate watering to restore the moisture content, and then till and plough to allow growth of microbes and aeration. So first you have to water the land or water the soil, because the soil is dry. So to restore the moisture content in the soil, we have to water the soil or land. And then after, tilling is there, tilling and ploughing. So tilling and ploughing, which allows the growth of microbes. After this tilling and ploughing, microbes can grow easily in that soil. And aeration also. Aeration, that means the circulation of air molecules in the soil. So it allows, tilling and ploughing allows this growth of microbes and aeration. And finally the soil is turned and its crumbs are leveled and manure are mixed. So after this tilling and ploughing, soil is turned and its crumbs, big particles and big compounds are level and you have to break them, and then after manure is mixed with this soil, and the soil now is ready for sowing the crops in the field. So this is the pre-preparation which you have to done if the soil is or the land is dry before sowing the seeds. Next is state whether the following statements are true or false. In that, first one is using good quality seeds is the only criterion to get high yield. To get the high yield, you have to only use the good quality seeds. This is the only criteria. So this statement is false. Apart from this good quality seeds, using appropriate or necessary agricultural practice, that we had seen the steps for agricultural practice are also important for getting higher yield or high crop production. So this statement is false. Next is growing different crops in different seasons in the same field will deplete the soil of nutrients. So it is again false. It actually enriches the soil. What is the statement given to you? By growing different crops in the different seasons in the same field will enrich the soil with the nutrients, and different crops utilize different nutrients, and which gives the permission to the replacement or to restore or to regain the used nutrients, and this method is known as the crop rotation. So here your answer is false. Next is L crop plants are sown as seeds in the field. So here again your answer is false. L crop plants, that means the plant of garlic, the plants like garlic which has the bulb like structure, bulb or onion like structure. So this kind of plants are sown by the seeds. So this statement is false. This kind of plants need the transplantation, and some other plants also need the transplantation. Transplantation, that means moving the plant from one place to the another place. Earlier it is sown in the nurseries, and then after the young plants are transplanted or moved to the another field or another place. So this is known as the transplantation, and such kind of plants need the transplantation in the field. So here your answer is false. Next, fourth number, cells of the root nodules of leguminous plants fix nitrogen. So again it's false. Rhizobium bacteria which are present in the cells of root nodules of leguminous plants fix nitrogen. The cells do not fix this nitrogen, but the rhizobium bacteria which are there or which are present in the cell of root nodules of leguminous plant, they fixes the nitrogen in the soil. Next is freshly harvested grains must be dried before storing. Storing, here it's a storing. So this statement is true. The freshly harvested or cutted grains must be dried, and the moisture contained in them can spoil the grains or microbial infection may occur. So that's why drying reduces the moisture content in the grains, and thus it prevents the attack of different organisms. So it is needed to dry this grain before storing. Here the answer of this true false is given to you, as well as the reasons are also given to you. You can check it from here. Now next question is 15 number. During which months do farmers grow mustard in India? Mustard crop is grown in which month in the India? So farmers grow mustard during the months from October to March. Why? Because mustard is a rabi crop and that is sown in beginning of winters, that is in October or November month, as they need low temperature and harvested or cutted at the end of the winter, that is in April or May month. So it is grown in the month from October to March because it is the rabi crop. Next question 16 number. Which activity of the farmer can promote growth of earthworms and microbes in the field? By which activity we can promote the growth of, or we can increase the growth of earthworms and microbes in the field? So ploughing of the soil during the soil preparation creates the space in the soil and thus leading to aeration, and the soil also loosens, which promotes the growth and the survival of earthworms and microbes and release of nutrients in the soil. So this ploughing is the method by which soil can prepare and it creates space between the soil particles, and because of that aeration that we had seen, movement of air between the soil particles is possible, and loosened soil also improves the growth of or survival of earthworms, microbes, and at the end they releases nutrients in the soil. So by this we can increase the growth of earthworms and microbes in the field. So these are the very short answer type questions. Now next is short answer type questions. In that next 17 number, Bira wants to practice crop rotation in his field. Now suggest a rabi crop and a kharif crop which will replenish, or you can say restore, his field with nitrogen. And which crop replenishes nitrogen and why? So rabi crops are wheat, pea, mustard, while kharif crops are maize, paddy, or you can say rice and soya bean. So these are the some of the examples of rabi crops and kharif crops. Now these are grown in different seasons because and therefore can very well be rotated alternatively. These are the different seasons crop or crops for the different seasons, so we can grow this crop in different seasons and therefore we can be rotate or we can alternate these crops in the field. And pea and soya bean, pea from this rabi crop and soya bean from the kharif crops are the leguminous plants and which harbors or which contains bacteria, that is rhizobium, in their root nodules, and this helps in the fixing of the nitrogen. So this nitrogen fixing plants can replenish nitrogen in the field, and hence Bira can easily practice this crop rotation. So this is how he can practice this crop rotation, and he can also sow or grow this leguminous plant, that is pea and soya bean, to replenish or to restore nitrogen in the field, because this leguminous plant has the rhizobium bacteria in the root nodules of these plants. Now next 18 number, match the agricultural implements given in column A with their use, which is given in the column B. So here in the column A, the name of the instrument is given to you, that is sickle. O, seed drill, sprinkler. In it, the column B, its uses are given to you, that is ploughing, sowing, harvesting and irrigation. So with the first, sickle, so it is used for harvesting. Harvesting is the process of cutting mature crops from close to the ground, and it is done manually or you can say with the hand using the sickle. So sickle is used for harvesting. Next is hoe. So hoe is used for plugging. So ploughing is the process of loosening and turning of soil, and it is done with the help of hoe, which is made up of wood or iron. So hoe is used for ploughing. Next is seed drill. So seed drill is used for sowing the seeds. So sowing is the process of adding seeds of the crop to be grown in the field using the seed drill. So seed drill is used for sowing the seeds. Next is sprinkler. So it is used for irrigation. So irrigation is the process of watering the fields and which favors the germination, or which is important for the germination and the growth of the seeds. So sprinkler is the one modern method which is used to water the field. So sprinkler is the use for the irrigation. So here the answers of this matching is also given to you, and the reason or the different process, what are these different processes, is also given to you. Now next question 19 number is, what are organic foods? What is organic food? So the crops that are cultivated, or you can say grown using organic substance like manure, etc., and prohibits, or if we are not using any harmful chemical substance like fertilizers, pesticides, weedicides, etc., then those kind of food, or the crop or the food which is grown by this method is known as the organic foods. The foods or the crop which is grown using only organic substance, and we had not used any chemical substance like fertilizers, weedicides and pesticide, then this kind of food is known as the organic foods, and it is very healthy for our health, good health. So till now we had seen the solution up to 19 number of this first chapter of exemplar book, that is crop production and management. In the next video we will see the solution for the rest of the questions. Thank you.